So guys, this is my weekly report for October 12th, and let me give you a little idea what I did. I didn't do a whole lot because I've been getting ready for this NorCal Sportsman Show, but I went to Berryessa and my target was looking for crappie, and I didn't find any. So I could actually tell you that I never got bit. We caught a lot of small bass, but we didn't find any crappie. Then I went down the delta. As I'm here, I'm just taking the boat out right now. We had a pretty good day. We caught fish up to 5 pounds, and we caught them all flipping and on square bills. But other things going on, you know, the albacore has been pretty good, still up at Fort Bragg, and they're also going out of Bodega. Most of them are trolling zookers. There's also some guys have been going out and they've been catching some bluefin, so the bluefin are starting to show up again right outside of Cordell Banks. So I know a couple guys caught 2 the other day. Last Monday they caught a couple, but there's been some other boats going out there, but not a whole lot of people are talking too much. Other than that, they're still catching halibut in the bay. I heard tamales they're catching some. A friend of mine was over up by Pacifica off the beach, and he was catching a lot of stripers. He said he saw a lot caught, and this was just this last weekend. So there's stripers out there, there's halibut in the bay. I'm sure you could get them at Seal Rock and also on the North Bar when weather permits. And tuna. I mean, you know, if you guys want to hook one of them bluefins, you need to get out there because they started to show up again. So other than that, coming in a little bit further, the sturgeon fishing's been really good. They're catching them on roe and also ghost shrimp and, you know, whatever shrimp you can find. There's a lot of salmon. You can't fish for salmon. There's a lot of salmon in the system. Even out here when I'm bass fishing, I see quite a few roe every day. I got friends fishing steelhead in American River, and they've been catching more salmon they've been catching steelhead, and they're actually in really good shape. They're nice chromers, but technically you can't fish for them. So but if you got a Cleo on or a little spinner where you're fishing for steelhead and you hook one, you're just not supposed to take them out of the water. You have to unrelease them and let them go. But there's a lot of fish in the system now. We just got to wait and see what the count is. So this last week they also had that meeting on sturgeon fishing, but we haven't heard anything yet, but it looks like it's going to be strictly a catch and release. So that'll be coming up real soon. You'll start hearing more about it, and about the, you know, sturgeon fishing where you can only catch and release. So other than that, the stripers are hanging around Collinsville, Pittsburgh, Rio Vista, in that area. There's quite a few guys catching fish. There's guys throwing swim baits, S-wavers, top water, and there's guys trolling. It seems like everybody's catching them. You know, whenever you find that school fish, you know, you just bang them. So I'm still waiting. The water temperature has been dropping down. This morning it was pretty cool. It's 62 degrees, so it's been dropping pretty steadily here. So I anticipate those fish will start moving more into the system. Usually, as a rule of thumb, Thanksgiving is when I really start going into these shallow flats fishing for them. So you know, it's coming up. As we get some rain and the weather cools off, I think they're gonna happen. They're gonna come on in. So other things going on, I mean, you can still catch trout. Comanche's still good, I heard. You could probably get them at Amador, Collins. You could also look and see if fishing game's stocking any of the lakes up in the Sierras. You can actually go up there and catch them. Most of the time, power bait's been seeming to do the trick. I know Big Nate's been catching a lot of those Eagle Lake trout at Berryessa. They're probably down. I saw all the bait. I heard the bait was at 30 feet, 30 to 40 last few weeks. But yesterday when I was there, I saw a lot of bait, you know, in that 10 to 30 feet. So the lake could be in that time where it's going to start turning over here pretty quick. And when it turns over and that bait fish rises to the surface, then usually all heck breaks loose. You can go there, spoon a lot of bass, you can catch trout, and hopefully the king salmon come up like they did a few years ago when that lake turned over around November, December. I caught the heck out of the king salmon and they're mooching, you know, with the white gets it. So other than that, crappie fishing has been picking up, except for when I went to Berryessa. The delta's been really good. My brother's been limiting out there pretty easy up north, so those crappie are starting to show up pretty good. But generally the fishing's going to pick up here now because fall's starting to come around, the weather cools off, days are getting shorter, and the fishing kind of pick up. So, you know, I mean, my reports are pretty much about the same for the last month, except for a few things that are changing. But sooner or later here, it's going to break wide open. So other things going on, we got that big northern NorCal sportsman show kind of up in Roseville this Saturday and Sunday. I will be doing a seminar on Saturday on fishing for big stripers with big swim baits, and then on Sunday I'm going to be doing one on sonar. I'm going to talk a lot about all the sonar, which is 2D, down scan, side scan, and then especially forward facing. So if you want to learn more about forward facing, attend this seminar. You can go online and look at NorCal Sportsman's show and Google it, and then it'll put the seminar schedule, all the different guys. I think there's like 6 or 9 guys that are going to be speaking, and then it should have their times on there. So like if you want to see a certain person talk about bass, stripers, or trout or whatever, I'm sure they're going to have the speakers there. This is the first year that the show's been done, so you know we need a big crowd to go out there. I'm also going to have my YouTube AFO booth there. I'm going to have a booth. I'm going to have some sweatshirts, some hats, t-shirts, you know, just so to help my channel out. You know, it's like a donation. And then also we're going to have a raffle. Like if you purchase something, you get a raffle ticket, and that raffle ticket will be drawn at the end of the show for on the water learning experience fishing with me and Denise. So that'll be there this Saturday, Sunday. And then also this is the first time this show's been done, and all the vendors booths have been filled, so it should be a really good show. So other than that, Saturday morning, if you're on your way fishing and it's 6:40, turn on your dial to 1140 on the AM dial, and I'm on the California Sportsman Show, and I also give, you know, current reports. So like, you know, 2 days if I hear anything, I'll also mention it on the SEP show. So other than that, I'll see you guys next week, or I'll see you out there this weekend at the show. Stop by my booth. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.